So, these things will be happening. But the question is, why is the Bible mentioning them at this point? Not to mean that marriage is bad, but when you look at the account being mentioned, the story of Noah mentions a particular thing. They did it in a wrong way, in a wrong fashion. Going to the next slide, notice in Genesis 19, Genesis chapter 6, it mentions how they carried out marriage. The Bible says the sons of God saw that the daughters of men were fair, and they took wives of all which they chose. They took wives which they... Now, what the Bible is mentioning is, men saw ladies who were beautiful. I'm not saying marry ugly ladies for the youths. I'm not in any way saying or proposing that. But he's saying they saw that the ladies were pretty and went ahead to marry them without the approval of God. They chose the wives. Instead of God choosing for them, they chose for themselves. And today, we are having people choosing for themselves. Not just ladies, but in fact, when you look at the next slide, notice what we are told. In the next slide, we are told an Australian man marries a pet dog. And this happened in December 2010. So by the time we were in December 2010, already we were living in the end. Mnanipata? Now, notice again. The next slide, please. This is now in June 2016. What happened in June 2016? A man marries his... A man marries his smartphone. You're shocked. A man marries his smartphone. Now, what happened in the next year? Let's move on. This is in 2018. Notice what we are told. Shock as man dumps his wife and marries who? 20-year-old. He leaves his wife and marries who?